Welcome to Yost Wellness Center. Today we're going to talk about a happy gut, a happy you. I want to give you a basic guide to conquering irritable bowel syndrome. So we're diving into a topic that really affects many of us. It's often misunderstood, and it's this irritable bowel thing. And whether you've been personally affected or you're curious and you want to learn more, or you have a family member that's dealing with this, I want to review some really powerful insights, some research findings, and then just actionable steps that can support healthier digestion and help you kind of conquer and move beyond this IBS. So first things first, let's demystify what this is. It is a common disorder. It affects the large intestine. It's characterized by things like abdominal pain, discomfort, bloating, changes in bowel habits. The symptoms can really vary from one person to the next. It can include things like diarrhea, constipation, or even a mix where you're like, I'm never in between. I'm one way or the other. It oftentimes is accompanied by bloating and gas. And there's a lot of factors that can play into this: gut sensitivities, inflammation, changes in gut bacterial composition, and the list goes on. So research into IBS, it has come a long way. We've shed light on various aspects of the condition. And some of the really key findings include one, a gut-brain connection. So studies really do show a strong link between the gut and the brain in IBS. And I mean, just in the way your body functions in general. And stress and emotions can significantly impact gut function. It can trigger certain symptoms. It can worsen the symptoms that are there. So we really, and I'll talk to you about ways that we can help that gut-brain connection. Role of diet is huge. Food really is fuel. No food tastes as good as health feels. So I know that at times it's hard to want to give up certain foods or reduce those foods, but you have to determine what your heart is. Like, it's hard either way. You can either continue to play the game of the IBS symptoms and that being hard, or you can start to take on some changes that ultimately are hard at the beginning and get easier over time. So we know certain foods exaggerate or exacerbate IBS symptoms. Research highlights the importance of identifying the trigger foods. We could do that through journaling and keeping an eye on it, and also testing, and then really adapting or adopting a personalized diet plan. And number 3, microbiome diversity. What does that even mean? You have your gut microbiome, or you could call it your gut environment. It is composed of trillions of bacteria, and not just one. There's various types of bacteria, and you do, or you should have good quality bacteria, and there's various types that play a crucial role in overall health of your gut. And imbalances in the gut microbiome, or the gut good bad bacteria, they can contribute to not only IBS symptoms, but really a myriad of conditions. And if you've ever heard this, your gut is the gateway to the health of your whole body. It may be a tube, but if we open up that tube, it's the surface area of a tennis court. So incredibly important for your overall health to really pay attention to gut health, and that much more important if you're already experiencing, managing, dealing with IBS. So I want to explore some practical steps for you that you can take today. You can start tomorrow. Whenever you're ready. You don't have to slay the dragon to try all of these things. I just want you to be listening for one thing that you're like, I think that I can do that and I can stick the landing. Meaning the point isn't to feel better. The point is to stay better. The point isn't to get healthy. The point is to stay healthy. So when you make some of these changes, lifestyle changes, I don't want you to just say, I'm going to do a 30-day reset, or I'm going to do a detoxification, or I'm going to get rid of gluten for the month of January. I want you to find things that can be part of your lifestyle, because your power comes with consistency. So consistency is king, and those are the things that are going to get you better in the short term, but they're going to help you in the long term. So we want to make sure that we're getting your quality of life back, and then we're protecting it over time, because at the end of our life, we're going to want better health and more time. So nobody wants to be in their 70s, 80s, and 90s and feel like crap. And the concern is, if you feel like crap now, what's going to happen over time if we don't do something? So the right time to get off the train, when the train's going down the wrong tracks, is the minute you realize the train is on the wrong track. So one of the things you could do right away, very simple, is something nobody does, or very few people do. It's mindful eating. How many of you are bringing your phones to the table? You're very distracted, not even paying attention to what you're eating. So how you eat, get this, how you eat is just as important as what you eat. And practicing mindful eating can be things like eating slower. Really chew your food thoroughly and savor each bite. And that's not just so that you can savor it and enjoy it. It's because when you're chewing food, you're activating the saliva, the enzymes, the digestive key players when it comes to breaking your food down. And the beginning part of the entire GI system is your mouth. We need to be chewing our food thoroughly. Number 2, again, just avoid distractions. Be present when you're eating. Make it a rule that you do not bring your phone to the table. You don't let your kids bring the phone to the table. You have real conversations so that it's time that you're present with your food when you're eating, but you're also present with your family or those that are around you. Number 3, I want you to start to listen to your body. So often, I know I was trained, it's like you eat breakfast at this time, you eat lunch at this time, you eat dinner at that time. Obviously, that there's benefit to that because there's other people in your family and you want to have that community time together. But it's also important to be paying attention to hunger cues, fullness cues. If you are eating your food slowly, you're going to notice when you're full if you're present. So, it takes time for your brain to catch up with your stomach. So you don't eat something and the brain immediately says, I'm full. It takes time. So again, if you're really listening to your body, you're going to understand when enough is enough. And we don't want you to be full, like Thanksgiving Day full or Christmas dinner full. We want you to be like 80% full so that you leave a little bit of space, because again, even the last thing that you ate is going to give you those satiety feelings or triggers or signals, after you're done eating. A personalized diet plan is really important, or a personalized eating plan. We don't really want to think, I try not to say the word diet. We want to try to think in terms of eating. A diet signifies like deprivation, and food is quite the opposite. Like food is fuel. And when you're really fueling your body, I think I said this earlier, like no food tastes as good as health feels. So a personalized plan for you, because everybody is different. And while there are some things that overlap very strongly when it comes to IBS, things that you need to eliminate, you're still a unique individual. Your body still might need something different than other people. So really working with a functional medicine provider that can help you identify triggering foods, customizing your diet. These things are so hard to figure out on your own, especially through Dr. Google, because there's 50,000 different things that you could be doing. But we want to look at FODMAPs for a lot of people, because some individuals really benefit from a low FODMAP diet. And what FODMAPs are certain carbohydrates that worsen IBS symptoms. Another thing would be probiotics. Incorporating probiotic rich foods is good. Things like ideally organic non-dairy yogurt, like a coconut yogurt or kefir. You can even do different things like sauerkraut, kimchi. Those things help bring in probiotics. But a lot of people, even in addition to food, just need to incorporate a probiotic supplement into their diet. So things with lactobacillus is really beneficial. There's actually different types of probiotic strains or good bacteria strains that do different things. So depending upon your unique case, you might need to be asking, a healthcare provider, a functional medicine provider, hey, what are the probiotics in my particular case that would be beneficial? You can also measure those different levels of beneficial bacteria and take the things that you're deficient on. Another thing I want you to do is hydration. You have to be drinking pure H2O every day. If you're not, that's like driving your car and never putting gas in it, or driving your car and not putting enough gas in it, or not refilling the oil if the oil is leaking. Every day, your body uses water to drive your engine, to run your body from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And if you're not drinking enough water, you're becoming dehydrated. That absolutely will affect all of your organ systems. It's going to affect way more than just digestion. So please do yourself a favor and drink water. I want you to drink it first thing when you wake up, because if you do that first thing when you wake up, you're hydrating your system, you're encouraging detoxification. Better yet, do just a warm glass of water with a squeeze of lemon is really, really good. I also want you to think about stress management. We know that stress triggers IBS symptoms, and we can't change what's happening in our outside world. We can just change the way our body responds to it. So focusing on the things that work for you, there's many different mindfulness practices, things like meditation, yoga, deep breathing. You have to find the things that calm your mind, that make you feel at peace, that make sense for you. I've always wanted to do yoga. I just hate it. I've given up. I'm too old to adapt to that, but I love meditation. I love journaling. I love other mindfulness practices. You don't have to like twist your arm to go do something that you don't like. There's many different things that you could do to calm the mind. You've got to be moving the body, because if you engage in physical activity, whether it's dancing on a table, swinging from a chandelier, or walking around the block, doing the things that you enjoy, that alleviates stress. That triggers your bowels to move. We've got to be moving the body to move the bowels. And exercise is critical for brain health. Quality of sleep. I want you to prioritize good sleep. What does your body do when you sleep? It heals and repairs. It supports your overall well-being. If you are sleep deprived, it's pulling energy from healing and repairing these other symptoms or systems of the body, as well as symptoms. So in conclusion, I get that IBS can be challenging, but I don't think this has to be your ball and chain. I don't think this has to be your story. There are things that you could do today, proactive steps that'll lead you to a healthier digestive tract, and the lifestyle changes that can make a significant difference are sometimes like going a half an inch. It's not like you have to do so many different things. Choose one thing. Each individual's person's journey is unique with IBS. It's critical or crucial to work closely with a healthcare practitioner if these things aren't working, or if you've had the problems for so long, or if you're like, I just don't know where to start and I want somebody to guide me and I want somebody to hold my hand and walk me through that. That's what we do all day, every day. So I think when it comes to education, I really do hope that knowing there are things that you can do right now is helpful, that it's empowering, that you don't feel like this is something that you're stuck with. And as always, my team is here. I'm here to support you on your path towards better health, better digestive health, but health overall, because I do want you to have a happy gut and a happy you. So if you have any questions, if you need further guidance, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can do that through our website. You can comment below. If you comment, like, share, subscribe, these types of things, what that does is it tells the algorithms that you want to see more information like this. It tells us to create more content like this for you. So I hope you stay tuned for more information or tips on holistic wellness, as we're putting them out all the time, so we can do whatever we can to empower you through education and support you through your journey. Have a wonderful rest of the day.